Because this is a roguelite, you will take damage from things, only if you bother them though, by clicking on them or by revealing them in some way and having a particularly malicious stage mod that causes them to hurt you for doing that. You generally don't have to take damage unless you're in a 50-50 scenario and don't have any means of resolving that. So really, you shouldn't be getting hurt ideally. Sometimes it's unavoidable, sometimes you do make mistakes, which is where damage factors in. You have 3 stats associated with every stage. You have your damage range here, your number of monsters here, and the number of cells here. The damage range, 1 to 1, indicates that whenever you click on a monster, they will roll on the range of damage available to them, and they will apply a sort of a number of damage points to you based on that range and based on what they rolled. So, being the first stage is 1 to 1, they can only have a roll between 1 and 1 damage. In a later stage, they may roll, say, between 4 and 7, which means that they will randomly do anything between 4 and 7 damage to you. Damage will be subtracted from your number of lives down here. There are ways to gain lives. They're not that uncommon, but don't count on it. But then you also factor in your defense down here. This number indicates your natural defense, which is its own thing. Natural defense will reduce incoming damage, as it says, down to a minimum of 1. So if I have 3 units of defense and I take 2 units of damage, because it can only go to a minimum of 1, it will only deal 1 damage to me. And say if I had like 5 units of defense and I took 8 units of damage, then I would take 3 loss of life because 8 minus 5 is 3, and yeah. There are 2 other ways of reducing damage, that being damage reduction, which I believe is calculated differently, and I think can actually reduce you at the moment to 0 damage. It's very uncommon though, and the only way you're likely to get it is through the Witched class, which can be a little bit finicky to use, but can be quite powerful because of damage reduction and other things, but I'll get into that later. But also, you can have armor. Armor will appear in parentheses next to your damage value down here, with like a +1, +2, or whatever armor value you currently have applied. If you take any damage and you, after damage reduction and after defense, you're still actually taking life loss, then your armor factors in, and you will take the remaining damage from your armor. So if I have 5 units of armor and I take 3 units of unavoidable damage, then my armor will take 3 points of damage. The number is reduced from your armor starting left to right. So helmet, then body, then legs. So if I have, say, 2 units of head armor, 2 units of body armor, 2 units of leg armor, and I take 5 points of damage, then my head armor is going to be gone because I've lost 2 there, and my body armor is going to be gone because I've lost 2 there, and if your armor is reduced to 0, it's destroyed, it's removed. But my leg armor will have 1 unit removed, but will still be intact. There are ways to improve your armor. You can repair it, and you can also do something called Fortify, which will increase your armor value according to whatever criteria is associated with that particular Fortify. It is possible to improve your armor to beyond its actual capability using Fortify. So if I have a helmet that gives me 20 armor and I fortify it, then it can actually go above 20. And I believe that results in the armor number being displayed in green, just to indicate that it's effectively sort of in overheal, if you like. The only other thing to be aware of is, and I didn't appreciate this at first, armor is considered a consumable. So anything that you have that affects consumables affects armor too. And also that means that if armor is in your inventory down here, it's not doing you any good. If you click on it to consume it, it will pop up into your armor slots, and then it's applying armor. So make sure that you don't pick up good armor and forget to click on it and then get yourself killed, because it's really infuriating.